Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakal Kadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone who rule well. And peace and salutation to the elect of Israel and the one third to you. I say Shalom. Alright, Lord willing, this blessing is edifying to the flock of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And I was just reading something really quick, and so I decided to do a lesson on it. A quick lesson, Lord willing, about reparations, right? And these days, well, not so much now because the election is over, right? But during the election year, mainstream media likes to push around Black Lives Matter and so-called Black Lives Matter and reparations around to get Jake amped up, right? To try to sway Jake's emotions to get him to vote, right? And it works every time because people just do the same things over and over again, hoping for things to change, man. All right, people have been protesting for equal rights, reparations since probably the 20s and the 40s, man. Right, but if you do the same thing over and over, expecting different results, that's labeled as insanity, right? But what I'm gonna do is read this chapter, but I'm not gonna read the whole thing. I'm gonna jump around from verse to verse, and see where the spirit goes. All right. But the main topic I wanted to bring out is reparations. Right. Reparations for the children of Israel. I might title this. All right. Job 20:1. Then answered Zophar the Naamathites and said, therefore do my thoughts cause me to answer, and for this I make haste. I have heard the check of my reproach, and the spirit of my understanding causeth me to answer. Right? Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. And that's right, man. Just because the wicked are in rule now, just because the wicked are running things now, it's only for a moment, right? They're talking about the strongest economy in the world, which is a lie, but they base that off the stock market, which is manipulated, so it's also a lie, right? They boast about the strongest military in the world, right? They boast about being the greatest country in the world, right? The triumphing of the wicked is only for a moment, right? And let me jump over to Sirach chapter 9 and verse 11. Alright? Sirach 9 and 11. Envy not the glory of a sinner, for thou knowest not what shall be his end, right? So even though they're bragging about this, they have all these things, right? All this filthy lucre, land, money, houses, car, possessions, control of natural resources, right? You're not supposed to envy that, right? Because we don't know what their end's gonna be. Well, we know what their end's gonna be, but this is just wisdom. All right. Let me switch this. Sirach 9 and 12. Delight not in the thing that the ungodly have pleasure in, but remember they shall not go unpunished unto their grave. And that's right, man. Just because they're on top now doesn't mean they're going to stay on top, right? You're not supposed to envy the things that they have, man. Alright? Because ultimately it was given to them by the Lord, right? And that's because we went off, right? It was originally given to us. It was made for our sakes. So we're not supposed to envy that, man. They're just holding it down for us until we get right. Alright? Job 20 and 6. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? Right? And that's right, man. Just because they control NASA, building rockets that go up to the clouds, they don't go into the space. They just their peak is the clouds, man. Don't let them fool you, right? But it's like it says, right? Even though their excellency reaches up to the clouds, they still compare to shit. You're gonna perish forever like his own dung, They which have seen him shall say, where is he? Right? There's gonna be a point in time in the kingdom where Jake is gonna look at each other and be like, yo, where is Esau, man? Where is Esau? And there's gonna be a point in time where Esau will be completely forgotten about, right? Because the kingdom of heaven is gonna last forever and ever, right? And the people in heaven are gonna live forever and ever. All right, Israelites are gonna live forever in the kingdom. There's gonna be no more death. So over time, eventually you will forget about Esau and their rulership. Job 20:8, he shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. All right, just like a dream, right? Dreams escape you in a blink of an eye, right? You could have the most vivid dream you ever had, but the next morning you completely forgot about it, right? You might have glimpses here and there throughout the day, but eventually you're gonna forget about it. Unless it's an impactful dream, 9 times out of 10 you forgot about it, right? You don't remember a dream you had 3 days ago on a random day, right? It's chased away as a vision of the night. All right, Job 20:9. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him, right? All right, and that's what Obadiah says. If we go into the book of Obadiah, Obadiah 1:18 is the point. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai has spoken it. And that's right, man. And that's how they're gonna. If you go back to Job, that's where it says, neither shall his place any more behold him, because there's gonna be none remaining of the house of Esau ever again, right? After 1,000 years of captivity, they're gonna be put to death, man. They're gonna be extinct, all right? And but their spirits are not gonna be extinct. Their spirits are gonna go into other bodies, right? Because spirits are energy, and energy isn't destroyed; it's transferred, right? Just like when we die, we come back as Israelites. But at the end of the captivity of Esau, when they die off, they're gonna go into the other nations, not into Israel, but into other nations. All right. Job 20:10. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods. Now this is the point I wanted to get to, right? It's the reparations, and this is why you see a lot of younger Edomite children, right, fighting for equal rights, marching with Black Lives Matter, so on and so forth. They see the wrong and the wickedness that their fathers and their forefathers committed, right? So they're seeking to please the poor, right? And his hand shall restore the good. A lot of them are Edomites, that's in there, but a lot of them aren't Edomites either, right? A lot of them are Jake or other nations, right? They just have a so-called white skin. All right, but Job 20:11. His bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. Right? That's like when Yahushua told the Pharisees, yeah, on the outside you look good, but inside you're full of dead man's bones. Roughly paraphrasing, right? They're full of wickedness, man. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth. Alright? And what's that talking about right there? Who also said that? King David said that in Psalms 55, right? Let me just pull that real quick. Salakia. Psalms 55:21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. The words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords, right? But also, he said that, Salakia. Psalms 58. Psalms 58. It says, Psalms 58:3, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies, right? Their poison is like the poison of a serpent, and they are like the deaf adder that stop at their ear, right? That poisonous tongue, man, that venomous tongue, right? They were born with that, man. That forked tongue, man. And that's what Job is talking about, right? Do the wickedness be sweet in his mouth? Do he hide it under his tongue? Though he spare it not, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth, man. That's who he is, man. From the womb, he's born a liar, man. All right, Job 20:14. Yet his meat in his bowels is turned is the gall of asp within him. And that's right, man. And that's also Psalms 58 and 4, right? That we just read. All right, but this is another reparations precept I wanted to get as well. He hath swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. The Most High shall cast them out of his belly. And that's right, man. For you to open a hardware store to sell wood to people to build houses, man. Who gave you ownership of forests so you could cut down trees, right? Who gave you ownership of rivers and lakes so you could sell water, right? And then for you to turn around and make it illegal to collect rainwater, right? Who grows cotton, right? Or who created a cotton plant for you to make clothes, or even to sell the material to make clothes, and then you turn around and make it illegal to grow cotton, right? These are riches that they're swallowing down. Natural resources are riches, right? Who gives you control of the oil of the world, right? That's a natural resource, right? Who gives you control of electricity? Electricity is a natural resource. Who gives you control over all these things, man? It was given to you because we were wicked. But once we're righteous, the Most High is going to cast these riches out of your belly, man. Job 20:16. He shall suck the poison of asp. The viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter, right? He's not going to see the kingdom, man. The kingdom is not for him, right? The kingdom is only for the children of Israel, man. And that's you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and the ones scattered across the four corners of the earth that might look like their other nations. They might look Chinese. They might look Arab. They might look like a Hamite. They might look African. But their blood goes back to the children, to Jacob, man. All right. Job 20:18. That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein. Right? According to his substance shall the restitution be. And that word restitution, it means reparations. It literally means reparations. But when it says, Salakia, according to his substance, that means everything that he has, right? If Esau's substance was $1 trillion, then his restitution is going to be $1 trillion, man. But you throw slavery on top of that. Right? And he shall not rejoice therein, right? He's not going to be happy when he has to pay back what he owes, man. But why does he have to do this? Why is he in debt like this? Job 20:19. Because he hath oppressed and forsaken the poor. Because he hath violently taken away an house which he builded not. All right? And how do you know this is talking about Esau, man? Right? What proof is this, right? It's because who else takes away houses by violence, right? Who took the land of America by violence, man? Who took the land of Haiti, Jamaica, right? The Dominican, right? All the Caribbean. Those belong to Arawak Indians and the Taino Indians, right? Who took these lands by violence, man? Who has forsaken the poor, man? Esau created a military, have people serve in the military, and then when they're done, they're forsaken, right? A lot of the people that are veterans are forsaken. That's why 9 times out of 10, I'm not gonna say 9 times out of 10, but at least 30% of the time you see a homeless person, they're a military veteran, right? And the Most High hates that. But one of the things the Most High hates is a man of war that lives in poverty. Sirach tells you that, right? But let me go to Micah chapter 2 and 2. Alright, I'll start at the top, Salakia. Micah 2 and 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage, man. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, not only was your house taken away, but your heritage was taken away from you too, man. And it's not 100% Esau's fault. It's not 100% the other nation's fault, man. We are to blame too, man. Then this is why repentance is necessary. We gotta apologize for what we did, for breaking the contract we made with our power, right? Because if we never did this, this would never happen to us. But on the flip side, if this never happened to us, maybe we wouldn't enjoy the kingdom as much as we will when we get it, right? Man, Most High is beautiful, man. The way this whole story played out, it's a beautiful story, man. But you so-called white people aren't getting away for what you've done either, man. Just because the Most High gave you the power to do this, you ain't have to be this wicked, man. You have to separate families, man. You ain't got those children in cages at the border, right? For trying to come into their own land, right? This is all of Texas was originally part of Mexico, right? New Mexico, that's originally part of Mexico. So you can't tell a so-called Mexican that they can't come in back to their own land, man. You build a wall, you're oppressing a man and his heritage, man. You're taking away a house with violence, right? But you ain't gotta do that, man. You ain't gotta just throw our children to throw our babies to alligators for bait, right? You ain't have to put our woman in a circus as treat them as circus freaks. You ain't have to do that. You ain't have to rape men in front of their wife and children, man. You ain't have to do that during slavery, man. You did that because you were fucking wicked, man. Alright? Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not say of that which he desired. Alright? Salakia, let me, I'm gonna jump down to, I might as well just read it. I might as well read the whole chapter. It's almost done. Alright? Job 20 and 21. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, Salakia, Job 20 and 23. When he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. And that's right, man. If you look at the so-called stock market now, it's at all-time highs, man. Even though the economy is fucked up, millions of people out of work, thousands of jobs permanently closed, right? And thousands of jobs that are staying open have restrictions where they can't be at full capacity. So they're not making as much money as they did in 2019, right? Or the years before that. Even though even before that, they were losing businesses, right? Because the problem is prices are going up, but people's wages aren't going up with the prices, right? So now it takes two full-time people to afford. It takes two full-time jobs to afford an apartment. Now you throw children on top of that, and people are living paycheck to paycheck, even though you're getting well-paid jobs, right? But if the stock market's at an all-time high, that means the elite are eating, right? But right when you're about to fill your belly, that's when the Most High is going to cast the fury upon him, man. Just when you think you're about to get your fill, man. And this is how another precept to prove that we're at the end times, man. Because this is the time. This is the peak time of the rich getting richer. All right, Job 20 and 24. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn, it cometh out of the body, yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall, terrors are upon him. And that's talking about the missiles, right? The missile leaving the silo, that's the glittering sword coming out of his gall, man. It's like a horse, before a horse race, they wait in the galls and they come out and they shoot out like that. The same way, man. This is poetry, man. Only the Most High is could do this, man. Paint the end of a people, right? The end of a reign of terror was so beautifully, man. And write it with such beautiful words, man. And then write it so well that only certain people will ever understand it, or he'll blind the rest of the whole planet, man. He's sick with it, man. All right, Job 20:26. All darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. All right, this isn't a fire that's gonna be blown, man. This is a nuclear fire, right? This is the fire that's you don't throw logs on, right? This is hotter than regular fire, man, or it's going to be hotter than regular fire. Job 20:27. The heaven shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. All right. The increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. All right, and that's why Sirach said, "The wicked are not going to go and punish you with grave. His goods are going to flow away as well, too, man. This is part of the Most High casting his goods out of his belly too. The increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath, man." And this is why a previous video I said the riches won't save you, man. I should have brought this precept out, man. Should have brought all these precepts out. But hey, that's the spirit, man. That's the Lord's will. All right, Job 20:29. This is the portion of a wicked man from the Most High, and the heritage appointed unto him by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. The portion of a wicked man, according to Job, is reparations. He's gonna pay back what he owes, right? And his reparations is not gonna pay back what he owes, like pay a percentage. No, he's giving everything up. He's giving everything up, just like we had to give everything up. He's gonna give everything up. But the other side of it is he's gonna get put to death, man. Right? But I'm gonna wrap it up with that. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the elect. Right? Shalom. Abad Babal.